One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Sabrina Carpenter's in the news too, right?
Yeah, because she kind of opened up about the song we just played, Please, 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 about how it's duality for her. It's basically showing her musical inspiration, but then also her personal life.
I was so excited when I wrote that song because it felt like a fraction of me that I had been like waiting to not only write, but to put out and then perform. And then it just feels very in line with like all the music I grew up listening to that I love, but also very much myself. And that song was obviously based on real life events.
Right. So is Driver's License, right? Isn't that Olivia Rodrigo about her?
Yeah.
Isn't that about Sabrina
Probably with that blonde girl.
Do you remember when that song came out? We were like, it's Sabrina Carpenter. She's this person. Like, we had to describe who
I
she
know,
was.
and now she's so huge.
All right, so we were just talking about Gen Z lingo, right? And Gen Alpha lingo because the second ed update. And that hits home for you, Kyle and Fug?
Absolutely. My daughter is Gen Alpha. She's 10 years old. And she learned all the words from her older cousin, all of the words. And so it's Skibidi Sigma in our house, Skibidi toilet, Skibidi everything. In fact, my daughter has a phone, and in her phone, everybody is programmed as Skibidi something. Skibidi cousin, Skibidi friend, Skibidi mom. Everything is Skibidi whatever. And it was funny because my bonus daughter, she's Gen Z. And she was sitting in the car next to Addie, and she had her first like, oh my gosh, I'm not the younger generation moment, because she did not know Skibidi. And so she looked over, and Addie had her contacts open, and my bonus daughter goes, "What's Skibidi?" And Addie was like, "What?" She's like, "Skibidi, what is that?" And they just laughed and laughed and laughed. It was like, of course, it's Skibidi. You don't know Skibidi? And it was a whole thing. She's like, sorry, it's not my generation.
That realization, though, it hurts your soul. It does. I mean, I'm around high school girls all the time, and I'm like, what does that even mean? What's a huzz? What's a boom that? I don't get it.
So you find out? Huzz?
Yeah, apparently it means
hussy, husband?
Something like that. Yeah, like that's their little side.
Okay, that's Gen Alpha. So if you could go, Peyton, you're Gen Z, right?
Yeah, I'm
What's
Gen Z.
One word you think that it would be like 20 years from now they'll use to describe your culture?
Oh, geez, probably like slay, fire, things like that.
Kyle, you're millennial. What do you think is one word?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. That's hard. That is really tough. Yeah.
I kind of think Generation X is, we use badass for everything.
Badass, dude, man.
Yeah.
I feel like millennials, we just use normal words.
No. You guys started at like all that in a bag of chips.
You guys started pretzel buns. That's good. I'll give you that.
You guys.
I saw this thing. I was going to get into this, but I think it's so interesting. It's some cool things that happened for the first time in 2024. Can you think of anything that happened for the first time in 2024?
That rocket returning to the pad. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Robots were announced.
That's not in here.
Yeah.
For example, father and son duo played in the NBA for the same team. LeBron James and his son Bronny.
Big time.
That was
AI
big.
started taking over.
Breaking made its Olympic debut.
Yes.
But it was short-lived. It will not be in the 2028 games. I didn't see this next thing, but scientists observed an orangutan treating itself with medicinal herbs in the wild.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
A former U.S. president was convicted of a felony. Also, Donald Trump became the oldest person elected president.
Oh, really? He's older than Joe Biden
I guess.
was when he got elected?
I guess so. Saudi Arabia hosted a swimsuit fashion show. A street food taco stand in Mexico got a Michelin star.
Oh.
These are the first things first time it's ever happened.
But that's delicious.
How about this? Like, this is something else I didn't know. An extreme marathoner finished running the length of Africa from top to bottom, running 10,000 miles over the course of 352 days.
Wow.
Sheesh.
A pig kidney was successfully transplanted into a human.
Crazy.
And scientists detected water on an asteroid's surface.
I feel like these should have been bigger headlines. We missed a few of these.
How can they tell this water on an asteroid? It's going a billion miles an hour. And they got binoculars. Like, look at it. There it is. Look at it.
Yeah,
That had to be water.
They saw
That
the
was
little
water.
tiny droplet.
That was water. Hey, Peyton, what's the story with you saying you first time you just got basketball shoes? Because you've been playing basketball your whole life.
Yeah, I've been playing basketball since I was 7 or 8, and I'm 26 now. So literally my entire life. And on the basketball court, you need basketball shoes, right? You can't wear them outside. Like, that's a big no-no, X, Y, and Z, right? I stopped playing basketball 4 years ago when I was like graduating college, right? And so I bought my very first pair of basketball shoes, but to wear as street shoes. The first time ever I've ever done
What
this.
shoes did you get?
I got the Sabrina 2s.
The Sabrina 2s.
Because I was just like, so I got these basketball shoes to like wear with my coaching outfits. And when I stepped outside in these shoes for the first time, it felt so wrong.
You're like, whoa, no.
So you don't just wear them as a coach when you're on the court. You're wearing them out as normal shoes.
No, I'll probably just wear them with like my athletic gear. I wouldn't wear them like into here unless I was wearing like my Basha stuff.
Your athletic gear, I mean, when you're coaching.
Yeah, like when I'm coaching, like if we're wearing like leggings and a hoodie or like sweatsuits and stuff like that.
I kind of got that way now with like, because of my son Dutch, I've learned a lot about shoes and like the Kobe's, for example, right? Kobe's are these great basketball shoes. They're way expensive shoes. And now it's like I've seen people wear Kobe's out in public. And I'm like, what the hell's that guy doing?
Exactly.
What's he doing? And you usually find out whenever you see someone wearing Kobe's, they're like some rich, clueless person.
They have no idea.
You have to be like that one influencer. Excuse me, what do you do for a living that you would wear these just out and
Exactly.
about?
Yeah.
So that's funny. We were at this restaurant, and this guy came walking in, and he was wearing the Grinch Kobe's, and he was wearing them, right? And he was sitting on a chair waiting for his food to go. And I go, look at that guy wearing Kobe's. And Dutch goes, that's okay, because that's so-and-so. And he was a huge gamer YouTuber. I can't remember who it was. But he always wears Kobe's. I don't know. Do you know who that is?
I have no idea who that
Some
is. But if you're
huge
able
gamer.
to rock Grinch Kobe's and you're not on a basketball court, then you can definitely wear them out and about. Those are like $1,500 pair of shoes.
Dang.
I know.
Their resale is like absolutely insane. And I mean, that just happens. I mean, Kobe died in 2020, and his shoes just went bloop all the way up.
They're $1,500. So what's a pair
They
of
get up there.
What's a pair of like Louboutins cost, Kyle? Same.
Around there, yeah, 15 to 2,000.
Sounds about right.
But you can't play basketball really well in Louboutins.
Well,
I don't think you could. Although they do have tennis shoes, so maybe.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real-life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from The Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from The Washington Post wherever you listen.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.